Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever looked at an insurance policy and felt like it was written in a completely different language? You're not alone. Words like deductible, premium, and copay get thrown around, and it's easy to feel totally overwhelmed. It's like trying to navigate a maze without a map. You feel lost, confused, maybe even a little intimidated by all the complex terms and clauses. You know you need protection for your car, your health, your home, or your family, but the jargon just feels like a massive barrier. It stops you from understanding what you're actually buying. You want to make smart decisions, protect what matters most, and feel confident about your choices. But how can you do that when the language itself is so confusing? It shouldn't be this hard. That's exactly why I made this video. We're going to ditch the jargon, cut through the confusion, and break down the most important insurance terms into plain, simple English. No complicated definitions, just clear explanations you can actually use. By the end of this video, you're going to feel so much more confident when you look at an insurance policy or talk to an agent. You'll understand what those key terms really mean for you and your wallet. The ultimate goal here is peace of mind. Understanding your insurance means you know you're protected in the ways you need to be, and you can make informed decisions without feeling stressed or confused. Let's get started on making insurance make sense. All right, let's dive right into the core of it. We're going to focus on 3 fundamental terms that you absolutely need to understand. These 3 terms are the building blocks of almost every insurance policy you'll encounter. Once you grasp these, everything else starts to fall into place. We'll take them one by one, break them down, and make sure they stick. Let's start with the first key term. The first term is premium. What is a premium? Simply put, your premium is the regular payment you make to the insurance company to keep your coverage active. Think of it like a subscription fee. You pay this fee consistently, usually monthly or annually, to maintain your insurance protection. It's the cost of having that safety net in place. The purpose of paying your premium is straightforward. It ensures that the insurance company will be there to help you financially if something covered by your policy happens. If you stop paying your premium, your coverage will likely be canceled, leaving you unprotected. There's a direct relationship between your premium and the amount of coverage you choose. Generally speaking, the more coverage you want, or the broader the protection, the higher your premium will be. It's a trade-off between cost and the level of security you get. For example, if you want a car insurance policy that covers more types of damage or has higher payout limits, you'll typically pay a higher monthly or annual premium compared to a basic policy. The premium is your ongoing investment in protection. It's the price you pay for the promise that the insurance company will step in when you need them most. Understanding your premium is the first step to budgeting for insurance and knowing the ongoing cost of your protection. Now let's talk about the second key term, deductible. This is a term that often causes confusion, but it's really quite simple once you understand its role. Your deductible is the amount of money you agree to pay out of pocket towards a covered claim before your insurance coverage starts paying. Let me repeat that because it's crucial. You pay the deductible first. Only after you've paid your deductible does the insurance company pay the remaining amount of the covered loss up to your policy's limits. Let's use a common example. A car accident. Imagine you have a car insurance policy with a $500 deductible for collision damage. You get into an accident and the repairs to your car cost $2,000. How does the deductible work here? You would be responsible for paying the first $500 of that $2,000 repair bill. Your insurance company would then pay the remaining $500. So, the deductible is your initial contribution to the cost of a covered event. It's a way for you to share a small part of the risk with the insurance company. There's an important relationship between your deductible and your premium. Generally, if you choose a higher deductible, your premium will be lower. Why? Because you're agreeing to take on more of the initial cost yourself, which reduces the insurance company's potential payout on smaller claims. Conversely, if you choose a lower deductible, your premium will usually be higher. This is because the insurance company might have to pay out sooner and cover a larger portion of the loss. It's a trade-off you need to consider. A higher deductible means lower regular payments, premiums, but you'll have to pay more upfront if you file a claim. A lower deductible means higher regular payments, but less out-of-pocket expense when you file a claim. Choose a deductible amount you are comfortable paying if you suddenly need to file a claim. The third essential term is coverage. This is perhaps the most important concept because it defines what your insurance policy actually does for you. Coverage refers to the specific protection that your insurance policy provides. It outlines the types of events, losses, or situations that the insurance company agrees to pay for or provide services for, according to the terms of your policy. It's the core promise of the insurance contract. Coverage dictates what the insurance company will pay for and under what circumstances. It specifies the maximum amount the insurer will pay for a covered loss, often referred to as the policy limit. For example, in car insurance, coverage might include liability coverage, paying for damage or injuries you cause to others. Collision coverage, paying for damage to your own car from an accident, or comprehensive coverage. Paying for damage from things like theft, vandalism, or natural disasters. In health insurance, coverage specifies what medical services are covered, such as doctor visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, or preventative care. Each type of insurance has its own specific types of coverage tailored to the risk it's designed to protect against. Understanding your coverage is absolutely critical. You need to know exactly what your policy covers and, just as importantly, what it doesn't cover. Policies often have exclusions, which are specific situations or types of losses that are not covered. Knowing your coverage means you won't have any nasty surprises when you need to file a claim. It ensures you have the right protection for your specific needs and aren't paying for coverage you don't need, or worse, lacking coverage you thought you had. So, to recap these three key terms, premium is what you pay regularly to have insurance. Deductible is what you pay first when you have a claim. Coverage is what the insurance company pays for after you've met your deductible, up to your policy limits for covered events. Mastering these three terms is a huge step towards understanding any insurance policy. They are interconnected, and the choices you make regarding one often affect the others. Okay, we've broken down the core terms: premium, deductible, and coverage. Now let's talk about how you can use this knowledge to actually get the right insurance for you. Understanding the terms is the first step, but taking action is what truly protects you. Here are a few actionable steps you can take to navigate the world of insurance effectively and confidently. These steps will help you move from understanding the language to making informed decisions. The very first step before you even start looking at policies is to figure out what you actually need to protect. What are the potential risks in your life that could cause significant financial hardship? Are you protecting your ability to earn income? That might point towards disability or life insurance. Do you own a car? You need auto insurance. Do you own or rent a home? You need homeowners or renters insurance. Do you have dependents who rely on you? Life insurance becomes crucial. Think about your assets, your car, your home, your savings. Think about your responsibilities, your family, potential medical bills, potential liability if you accidentally cause harm to someone or their property. Identifying your specific needs helps you determine which types of insurance you require and how much coverage you might need within those types. Don't just buy insurance because someone tells you to. Buy it because it addresses a real risk in your life. This step is about assessing your personal situation. Are you single with no dependents? Your life insurance needs will be different than someone with a spouse and children. Do you have significant savings? You might be able to handle a higher deductible. Do you have health issues? Health insurance coverage becomes paramount. Take a moment to list the things and people you want to protect. This list will be your guide as you explore different insurance options. It grounds your insurance decisions in your reality, not just generic advice. Once you have a good idea of the types of insurance and the general level of coverage you need, the next crucial step is to compare quotes from different insurance providers. Do not settle for the first quote you receive. Insurance rates for the exact same coverage can vary significantly from one company to another. Shopping around is one of the most effective ways to ensure you're getting a competitive price for the protection you need. You can compare quotes in several ways. You can contact different insurance companies directly, either online, by phone, or in person. You can also work with an independent insurance agent who can get quotes from multiple companies for you. When comparing quotes, make sure you are comparing policies with the same levels of coverage and the same deductibles. A lower premium might look attractive, but it could be for a policy with much less coverage or a much higher deductible than you need or want. Look beyond just the premium price. Consider the insurance company's reputation, their customer service, and how easy it is to file a claim with them. A slightly higher premium for a company known for excellent service might be worth it. Comparing quotes empowers you to see the range of costs for the protection you've identified as necessary. It puts you in the driver's seat and helps you find value, not just the lowest price. Use online comparison tools, talk to agents, and do your homework. This step is perhaps the most overlooked, but it is absolutely crucial. Read the fine print of any policy you are considering or have purchased. I know it sounds tedious, but this is where the details live. The policy document is the contract between you and the insurance company. It contains the precise definitions of terms, the exact coverage limits, the specific deductibles for different types of claims, and most importantly, the exclusions. Exclusions are the things your policy will not cover. For example, a homeowner's policy might exclude damage from floods or earthquakes requiring separate coverage. A health insurance policy might not cover certain experimental treatments. Knowing these exclusions is vital so you aren't caught off guard. Pay close attention to the coverage limits, the maximum amount the insurer will pay for a covered loss. Make sure these limits are sufficient to cover potential damages or costs. For instance, if your car is worth $10,000, make sure your collision coverage limit is at least that high. Understand how the deductible applies to different types of claims within the same policy. Sometimes different coverages within one policy have different deductible amounts. Reading the fine print ensures you fully understand the agreement. It confirms that the coverage you think you're getting is actually what the policy provides. If something is unclear, don't hesitate to ask the insurance company or agent for clarification. It's their job to help you understand. Taking these 3 steps, understanding your needs, comparing quotes, and reading the fine print, will put you in a strong position to choose the right insurance policies with confidence. You'll know what you're buying, why you're buying it, and what to expect if you ever need to use it. So, we've covered the 3 fundamental terms in insurance: premium, the regular payment; deductible, what you pay first on a claim; and coverage, what the insurance company pays for. We also talked about the crucial steps to take: understanding your needs, comparing quotes, and reading the fine print. Understanding these basics is the first, most important step towards feeling confident about your insurance. You don't need to become an insurance expert overnight, but being informed about these key concepts makes a world of difference. You now have the tools to look at a policy and understand the core components. You can ask better questions and make choices that truly protect you and your financial future. Remember, insurance is about peace of mind. It's about having a plan in place for the unexpected. And by taking the time to understand these terms and follow these steps, you are taking control of that peace of mind. You've got this. If this video helped you cut through some of the confusion, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people who are also struggling with insurance jargon find this information. And if you have any questions about premiums, deductibles, coverage, or anything else insurance related, please drop them in the comments section below. I'll do my best to answer them or point you in the right direction. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos that make complex topics like insurance simple and easy to understand. Thank you so much for watching. Taking the time to learn this stuff is an investment in your future security.